There they go.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, right, going nuts. OK, hello and welcome to your... I'm not distracted at all, to your Good Friday One show with Alex Jones.
And Vernon Kay. Now, joining us tonight, a funny man, as you've seen, who doesn't put all his eggs in one basket.
Oh, he's like the Easter bunny, spreading them all over the place.
I don't get it.
If he's not writing or starring in the thick of it, or mock the week, he's doing stand-up or directing hit shows in the States.
Yeah, he's now got a leading lady in his life for a new sitcom. She's best known for playing Tanya Brannigan in EastEnders.
It is, of course, Chris Addison and Joyner. Well, a very happy Easter. This is all for you guys, obviously.
Thanks
very much. No, very nice. So, you've got 2 kids, Chris.
Yes.
With all these Easter eggs, is it starting to resemble Willy Wonka's chocolate factory in your house?
No, the foolproof way of keeping them from your kids is as soon as they arrive in the house, eat them. And then they can't...
It really is that simple. I'll put them on a radiator.
It's that, yeah, put them on a radiator.
Very messy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Joy, you've slipped away from your family holiday to join us this evening. That's very kind of you.
We were coming back. We've just come back from Cornwall, yeah.
Did you have a good time?
We had a great time. It was a bit windy, but we had a lovely time.
Did you go crabbing?
We found one dead crab on the first day. Is that crabbing?
Yeah, that'll do.
What a way to bring the tone down.
Yeah, that's sort of lazy crabbing, isn't it? Tick, found a crab.
Well, later in the show, Giles will be shedding light on an Easter egg hunt with a difference.
Yes, this little egg here is worth an estimated 20 million tonight.
Promises a spectacular light show to run throughout the summer.
Yes, as we speak, Angelica is helping to make sure that all the plugs are in the right sockets for the official switch on, which we'll be going live to in just a moment.
But first, Carrie's been to meet the team preparing to dazzle us.
His vision.
Basically, in development there.
The
Yeah.
they
Who is
we've all been show it in the best way we can.
Absolutely
nice.
amazing,
Yeah,
isn't it? I
lovely.
love the lanterns.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie. Right, very exciting. And we can now go live to Angelica, who is at the Blackpool Winter Gardens for the official switch on.
Alex, Vernon, feeling
Home.
to the promenade to get some fish and chips. Over to you.
Yes, thank
Wow.
you, Angelica.
I like the Chinese
It
section.
looked stunning when it came on.
Very nice.
It's a good job it did come on.
It's a good job it did come on, otherwise it'd be 45 minutes, second shorter.
Yeah. Last night we were chatting to people from Bolton around the Reebok Stadium. Tonight we were in Blackpool.
Well, there you
home
are.
from home.
Yeah.
So
You used
many
to go there a
memories.
lot, didn't
Yeah,
you?
Illuminations. It's one of those things that you do put in your diary as a kid. Chris, do you go to the Illuminations?
Oh, yeah. But last time I went to the Illuminations, I remember there were 2 big memories of there was a TARDIS with Tom Baker as Doctor coming out of it and K9 going around, and a massive rotating head of Vera Duckworth.
You'd remember
Those are my
that.
memories. But essentially, you're in a traffic queue looking at a
This is
massive
it.
rotating head
We
of
got
Vera
out.
Duckworth.
We got out in the traffic
Did you?
queue with a load of students, and we ended up driving all the way back to Manchester just in our pants because we got so soaked at Blackpool. We couldn't sit driving home.
On the pleasure beach?
We ended up getting out to look at the
right.
illuminations, but it was wet. Or maybe someone opened the sunroof. I don't know.
Anyway.
students.
They should put a rotating head of Vera Duckworth around the bottom of the M25 for when you get stuck in traffic. You know, keep the entertainment going.
Why not?
Permanent illuminations on the M25. That's a brilliant idea.
So you two, you're in a brand new sitcom together.
Yeah.
It's called Trying Again on Sky Living, and you play Matt and Meg,
Yeah.
who come back together after Meg has had an affair. Bad Meg. I know.
What are you doing?
No. Without spoiling it, Chris,
Yeah.
is there any hope for this couple?
We've got to hope so, otherwise there's no show.
Exactly.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. They're supposed to be together, really, aren't they? They're supposed to be together, Matt and Meg. But there's just been a little wobble, and so we kind of meet them. We always said it was 6 months after the thing had finished, and they're trying to get it back on track. So all the histrionics, all the drama, all the shouting and the screaming, that's all out of the way, and they're just trying to get their lives back on track. But it's not that easy.
No.
It's not at all, which takes us seamlessly onto this. Here we see the couple at a counselling session.
Oh.
It's a huge old massive biggie buying together.
Yeah, so I decided to have a baby. You know, I'm not suggesting that we have a baby. I'm just saying that it's the same sort of commitment.
Well, more.
You know.
Mortgage is a commitment to spend 25 years together, isn't it? Kids have usually left home by the time they're 18, earlier if they're taken into care. You're still unsure about children?
Well, we can't decide whether to have a baby, it's a moot baby.
Yeah, the baby's up in the air. It's like Michael Jackson's baby.
It's kind of brilliantly awkward and things I felt quite, I found quite difficult to watch because they hit a nerve, to be honest.
Okay.
They did hit a nerve, I'll be honest. But it's quite a dark subject in a way, thank you. To write about, isn't it, somebody having an affair?
Yeah, definitely. But we wanted to. You've got to have some interest in the show. You've got to have some jeopardy. We wanted to write. Simon Blackwell and I, who co-created it, he wrote it. We wanted to make a show that was a rom-com, but it was a grown-up rom-com, and it wasn't Boy Meets Girl. It was a lot further down the line, and a point in a relationship where everybody gets to a point in a long-term relationship where they think, is this it? Is this the one? Should I stick with this or not? And sometimes that's a massive crisis, and sometimes it's a little crisis.
Are there any storylines in the show that have come from friends or people you know, lads on your former rugby team, that kind of thing?
That's on my former rugby team.
I know you're a big rugby fan.
You know me. I mean, you can see. You can imagine me playing rugby. I would snap. Are there any things that came from real life? Well, sort of later in the series there are, but I can't really say what they are without giving a lot away, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is some stuff in the very last couple of episodes of the series that are quite heartfelt from some. But yeah, I'll tell you about those nearer the time.
Right.
And Joe, for you though, it's quite a different character, isn't it? Because you've gone from stressful storylines on EastEnders to this. What's the transition been like then?
The Wolford Woes. I know, yeah, it was seamless transition into laughter. It was really lovely to go and do something so light and that had a beginning, middle and end as well. The other thing about soap is you just don't know what's going to come next ever, and that can wear you out.
Yeah, I'm sure it can.
It must also be nice on set, having a laugh.
Yes.
Because it is a comedy, whereas EastEnders, you've got to bring your voice down a little bit because you've got to talk like this.
You've got to do that. You absolutely have to do that. You have to frown a lot and you have to scream and shout a lot, obviously, at times. Well, look, it's a continuing drama, so it's got to be dramatic. And, whereas it's interesting you saying we meet this couple after everything that would happen in EastEnders has happened. Or, once they've had the affair and found out about the affair, that's, the rest of it's boring after that, isn't it, in drama? But for this, that's what's been interesting, exploring it, isn't it?
That's where the story starts.
Well, you said that thing about after we'd been filming for a couple of weeks and you went, I've noticed that I would go home after work and I've not got a headache. And I had a headache for 7 years.
And now you don't.
That's because my forehead moves. And I know, it's novel, isn't it? But I had, you frown a lot because you worry. I worried a lot as Tanya, So, I think I just didn't have the same face ache on this. I had jaw ache from laughing.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was incredibly good fun. To make, it was the spirit on the set
Too
was
much
fabulous.
good fun, really.
Yeah.
Well, I think Matt and Meg have potential. I think they'll get through it.
It's a story rather than, it's not just sort of separate episodes. It's a big story and it ends on a cliffhanger and stuff. So, I hope that you have.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. You can catch Chris and Joy in Trying Again on Thursday, April 24th at 9 p.m. on Sky Living HD.
Now, as well as keeping his eye on an Easter egg worth £20 million, Giles has been finding out about a musical masterpiece usually performed at Easter.
Hallelujah.
Website. Oh, exquisite.
My, what a beautiful performance. And you can see the extended version of that performance of Handel's Messiah, please. One is talking. On our website, bbc.co.uk/The One Show.
Website. Now, Chris, you enjoy a sing-song. Remind us of your first television appearance.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, God. Your researchers really shouldn't ring me when I'm drunk. It was...
An exquisite performance.
I don't get it.
Good.
It was Songs of Praise.
Oh,
Were you a choir boy?
Yeah. No, I broke in during the broadcast.
You were a streaker.
Yeah, I was the Songs of Praise streaker of 1985.
We have got a brilliant team of researchers, Chris, and we think, we're not sure, are we, but we think we may have found you.
I'd be excited to see this.
Now, just tell us if you can spot yourself anywhere here.
Nope.
No, that doesn't look like you.
No.
Oh, that's a shame. We really thought we had found
I'll
you.
tell you what, though, you've obviously got You've obviously. Oh, he looks like an older version of me. No.
That is you, Chris Addison.
No, I was in a blue shirt and I was about 3 years younger than that.
Is that your brother then?
Not as far as I know.
Hang on.
I mean, my parents are staying, so we can have that conversation after the show.
right.
But I don't think it's my brother.
Okay. Now, as we mentioned earlier, a hunt is on, we do, to find the most expensive Easter egg in the world.
Yeah, Giles has an exclusive on it. Tell us more, Giles.
Whether that was or wasn't, Chris, this is the real thing. I resistant or it had begun United Scunthorpe. It's probably this.
Now then.
The One Show at bbc.co.uk.
All right.
Thank you so much, Giles. Can you imagine if somebody found it?
I know. Tess, have a look in the garage near the drills, please. Now then, many of you will be enjoying the Good Friday tradition of a fish supper this evening, and perhaps you took it into one of my favourite dishes, the halibut.
Oh, good choice.
What's your favourite fish?
Fish fingers. Anyway, it's now a popular fish, but that popularity means that we've had to find a more inventive way to keep it on the menu, as Jay discovers.
Once halibut, dust expensive, but
we didn't have
the halibut stocks and keeping this gorgeous fish on our menus. Go on.
Lovely.
gorgeous fish.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, lovely to eat, to look at, maybe not so much.
Oh, you're so vain.
I don't know. Anyway, carry on. Right, Chris.
Yes.
We didn't have time earlier, but you're directing Veep, aren't you,
Yes.
in America at the moment?
Yes.
How's that? Because it's the American version, basically, of In the Thick of It.
It's kind of a cousin, yeah. It's
Kind
just like
of.
yeah, it's the same gang doing it. Well, in fact, and it's British writers. It's all British writers, all British directors and editors. So we do. There is a sort of language problem occasionally, in that we find that we're kind of we're writing in British, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who's the star of it, will look at a script. In the middle of a take, she'll go, "This seems a bit." And I say, "You wanted a bit more." She goes, "That's it." We basically just communicate in sounds now. She'll just go. Okay, right. That's essentially all the skills you require.
But has it been a good experience working over there in the States?
Amazing, yeah, it's been extraordinary. The scale is so mind-blowing for people who come from British TV. You know, we know what it is. A lot of British TV is put together on essentially some paper and a spit. But in America, it's just, particularly working for HBO, the money is incredible. The first time I walked into the set, I went, you could put the BBC in here. It's just so huge. But yeah, it's been great.
Brilliant.
They're so good.
And the catering is phenomenal.
The catering is the key thing. That's the only thing that you wanted.
I want a part in it just to go for crafts foods. Other food is available, obviously.
But
We're going to have to... Sorry, we're going to have to leave there. Guys, we're out of time.
There we are. Thanks to Chris and Joe. And you can catch their new sitcom, Try It Again, on April 24th, 9 p.m. on Sky.
Yes, thanks very much for your help, Vernon. It's been lovely to have you. Matt is back on Monday with me at 6:30 rather than 7. Have a great Easter weekend. Bye.
Happy Easter.
Michael Vaughan is